Hey guys, Alex here, another video. Today we're going to be covering gliders. So if you are not or haven't been using gliders yet, you are missing out on one of the best and easiest mobility aspects of Lego Fortnite. So I will show you how to make them and how to use them efficiently. So let's get into it. So first, to make a glider, you have to have a crafting bench. Your crafting bench has to be at least a level 3. Mine's maxed out at level 4 right now, so you gotta upgrade it throughout most of the part. So if you need to know how to upgrade it, check out my previous videos on how to upgrade your crafting benches to max it out. So once you're in here, you come over here to the fourth tab, and right here is glider. With glider, you need a flexwood rod, silk fabric, wool fabric. So you need 8 flexwood rods, 4 wool fabric, and 6 silk fabric. Silk fabric, that comes from spiders, because you kill them, you get silk from it. Wool fabric comes from the sheep. You could either pet them or feed them, and they'll drop wools. Usually, if you feed them a good chunk of vines or fruits and stuff like that, they'll usually drop more, so it's more efficient. Flexwood is from the desert. That's the cactus you just break down, and then you just have to turn it into rods. So once you get all those resources, you could then build the glider. Some things I didn't know about the glider, because based off of all the other items in Fortnite, I thought the glider also broke down. So every time you used it, you had an X amount of limits to use left. All that, I was totally wrong. It's purely ran off of stamina. So you see the green bar, it's slowly declining. So that is how the gliders work. So the gliders is a tool that you could use infinitely without having to make another one, unless you're making one for a friend. So that's a great thing. So I have some flexwood, and I'm going to craft it into, what was it, 8 rods? 8 rods. So again, flexwood is found in the desert. You just go over there and destroy some cactuses. Now, to do that, well, it's cacti actually, but to do that, you would need at least a blue axe, because green axes won't be able to do any damage or break them down, so you at least need a blue axe, or you could use a brute to chase you around and destroy some cactus to get resources from them. So while those are brewing, we're going to come over here to the sheep to get some wool. So again, you could either pet them. Every time you do a pet, they just drop 1 wool. But you could go through and pet them, and then if you have vines on you, for example, I have 3, we'll drop that. You drop it, then they'll come, one of them will come to and eat it, and ideally drop some more wool. This guy's selfish, he did not drop any. And you can't pet them repeatedly, back to back, because they won't drop more. Let's go to this one, because they all dropped 1, and look, it doesn't drop anymore. So typically, you need a good amount of vines. I think the fastest way to get vines is just to go and destroy, not these plants, they usually drop 1, but yeah, these like more bushels, they drop 3 vines. So yeah, usually I go to like the weeds and get some bushes. I don't know how I'm called, I have my charm on. My inner fire charm, that makes no sense. Oh, look like another one dropped some wool. So you could usually feed them vines, and they'll drop a lot more wool than just 1. So then we come over, get the flexwood. And I need wool fabric. So once you got your wool, you come over here to the spinning wheel, and you just put in the wool you've made. And then it creates that wool into wool thread. And once you get enough wool thread made, so 1 wool creates 1 wool thread. But to make wool fabric, you need 5 wool thread. So I'll get my wool thread, come over here, and I currently have 4. Oh, I got 1 up in the safe. My chest I forgot to grab. So you come over here to the loom, and you use the 5 to make the wool fabric. Now while that's making, you also need silk fabric, which I obviously have plenty, but to get silk fabric, it's the same process. You go out, you kill some spiders, which none will be out at nighttime, but basically you come out here, you wander the green lands, and usually you'll come across a good chunk of spiders and you kill them. So grassland spiders, they give you 1 silk. Desert spiders, they give you 2 silk per spider. And then in the winterlands, each spider will give you 3 silk. So it's more efficient in the winterlands, but it's also harder because they're just tougher. They're harder to kill. So you could just play that how you want to go about getting silk. And they're also located in caves. So if it's nighttime, you could go into caves and get there would be spiders in there that you could get silk from. So once the loom is done, you claim your wool fabric. So then we'll go back to the crafting bench and we see we have, oh no, I don't have enough wool fabric. Wow, I gotta go pet a lot of sheep. But anyways, once you get the wool fabric, then you're set. You have your flex wood rod, your wool fabric, and your silk fabric. You have all that, then you could craft the glider. So once your glider is crafted, it'll be default set in your inventory. So you could either hover over it and hit equipped, and usually it'll throw it under your equipment slot right here, or you could just, you know, select it and drag it and put it there. So now your glider is equipped. Now I will show you how to efficiently use your glider. So anywhere you can, like high level, use it. Even if it's not even that super high of a level, you'll get to places a lot faster. So like this, you'll get over here faster than just jumping and running. So always utilize it. Now, as you see, when you sprint, you're using stamina. So you want to make sure right before you glide, you kind of cool down, let your stamina build up, and then glide. So then that way you don't have a less efficient glide to go somewhere. Now I'm going to go somewhere to a high level and show you different, and show you the best way to glide. That's the most efficient for the stamina use, really. This elevator took a while to build. It's not that clean or smooth, but it gets the job done, so I'm okay with that, especially in survival mode. It hasn't broken yet, so I'm proud of it. So we come to a high ground. Let's say you could glide, of course, like so, but then you could also glide and do swings to propel yourself even farther. So for example, I didn't want to destroy it, so I canceled it. I'll show you once I get to a higher level. But it's best to glide and swing, only if you're comfortable with it. If you're not used to like switching the mechanics of your buttons or anything and just being efficient and like hitting what you're supposed to, just do a normal glide. A normal glide is just okay. You see how it's slowly decreasing your stamina? So whenever you reach your high levels, you want to make sure your stamina is fully up. Yesterday playing, because me and my buddy were out exploring and everything, I've killed myself like 3 times just here because I would sprint up to the top of the stairs and instantly jump off ready to go explore, and I just fall to my death. Luckily my bed is right down there in that cabin, so it wasn't too much of a loss. But then, so again, you got your normal slide process, but then you also have a swing glide process. So you glide a bit, cancel, swing, glide, swing, glide, swing. And when you do that, your stamina pauses while you're swinging. So when your stamina pauses, you get more stamina time for more glide time, but your swings also help propel you forward more. So you definitely get a lot farther distance. If we utilize this to go farther, it has a bigger margin in terms of how far you could get with the same amount of glide and stamina. So it's not a whole big difference, but it does help a good chunk. So I have this railing going to other villages over there, which we have more ramps of these over there. And when we utilize these, the significance is really noticeable in terms of how far you could get with the swings compared to not doing the swings. So I'll do an actual big example. Let's say I'm going to go from here to this village. So I'm just going to strictly glide from here to that village and see how far I could go. So I'm already down halfway of my stamina. All right, my stamina's getting low now. I have to cancel it to drop and then glide. So that is another thing to note. If you use all your stamina while you're up in the sky, you're gonna fall to your death. So I didn't even make it to the house of this village yet. I made it like right here before cutting it. So let's go back and implement the swinging process, and you will see the significant difference in just utilizing the swing concept for the gliding ability. And here's an example. Here is a nice little spider critter in the Greenlands. So you kill it, ta-da, silk. Poor guy. Probably had a family. There's its family. Now you can all live together in heaven. All right. Elevator again. Let's go. Back to the top, baby. Well, this is unfortunate. Aha, we're good. Like I said, it gets the job done for the most part. All right, so we go back up to the top. As my stamina is decreasing, we gotta cool off up top before jumping off. Don't want to repeat yesterday. So, once you get up here, aiming for the village, this time we're going to implement the swing. Another thing to note, it seems like the axe swing is a slower. So when you're doing swings, either do a sword or pickaxe. I think pickaxe is the fastest in terms of swinging mechanics. So whenever doing this, definitely swing with the pickaxe, because I'll show you the axe, the normal axe as well, because I feel axe might be the slowest, and then the sword. Yeah, look at this. Like when you're swinging, it even has a delay to swing. Pickaxe is more instant. See how quick it is? So it's just definitely a lot better. So I think in terms of speed, pickaxe is the fastest in terms of swinging mobility, then the sword, and then the axe, the forest axe. Okay, so now we're up here, and we're gonna see how far we could glide to the little village over there, long distance wise, implementing the swinging process. As you see, the stamina's putting a pause when I'm swinging, but it's still propelling me forward. We're not even half stamina yet where we were before. Alright, so now we're going to try and see how far we can get with the glider with the swing mechanics to see how far we can get past the village. Because with just the glider, not using any swinging motions or anything, we got about right here. Right there. And we reached full stamina and got a little fall damage. So now we're going to implement the swinging and see how far it could really get. Again, I would say use the pickaxe because they're the fastest in swinging. So you just want to make sure you switch back and forth. To cancel out a glide, you basically push the glide button again. So we're not even at halfway stamina. Now we are. So we just passed halfway stamina. We're just going to see how far we can really get now to see the noticeable difference. So yeah, we got a lot farther than the first time of gliding. And then now we're starting to face uphill. So if this was like a normal flat ground too, like that, or even going downhill, we would have went a lot farther. So we got to this rock boulder. That's a nice boulder. We basically got here with the swinging, and then I'll go back to the other part, which as you see, it's already taking a good minute just to get back to the other side of where we actually landed the first time with just gliding. So this really shows how helpful the swinging mechanics help with the distance and just the same amount of glide time. So yeah, we landed about like right here. So it's a good distance that it really saves. especially if somewhere you're trying to go to has like a vertical and you only have limited time to get to it. It's really helpful to get like implement those swings in there. But yeah, I plan on doing a lot of helpful videos. Even if you know some things, feel free to like comment other things you would like to know on, or like know about, or we could just talk about maybe best efficiency processes, because maybe you could educate or inspire me on some ideas to try out to try and fine tune, and then I can make a video just to help educate you or other people on it as well. I've been really enjoying Lego Fortnite, so out of all my friends and everyone who have played, I think I'm the most addicted in just trying to like build all kinds of cool ingenuity stuff. So as you see, this is like our first village. We first started with the staircase, and then I implemented the elevator next to it. And this is all, of course, survival mode. And then, so we have an system up there, and then we built road systems to lead to other villages. So we did try a car aspect, but the car keeps breaking. So that's why we implemented gliders a lot sooner. But anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna get too much into it. If you want to like watch more videos and just see more ingenuity and helpful videos and guides and tips, feel free to subscribe, like, comment things you'd like to see or like me to go over. But yeah, first thing you do when you start Lego Fortnite, definitely work on trying to get to glider as soon as you can. That is one thing I just didn't really consider and acknowledge, and it's probably wasted so much time in just me walking and running around everywhere or building stairs everywhere without using a glider. Glider is so helpful for mobility, even like for little things like this. It's just so efficient. So first thing you could do, try and get to a glider build as fast as you can. It will help tremendously in terms of mobility and saving a lot of time of running around. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry if it was too long, but hopefully it helped show you some stuff. And feel free to subscribe, like, comment, what other things you'd like to see, and I'll see you in future videos. Have a great day. Bye.